I don't relate to Travis Bickle, and obviously Martin Scorsese doesn't want you to relate to Travis Bickle, but I think everyone has that moment where they kind of feel like Travis Bickle in the sense that they feel so disconnected from the world around them. They can't identify with the people around them, what they say, what they think, what they feel, and I've definitely felt that a lot in my life. And I
Mhm.
mean, just from like a cinematography and directing and acting perspective, I mean, Robert De Niro gives arguably one of the greatest performances of all time in this film. I mean, he's incredible. I mean, he's my personal favorite actor of all time, and he's given a lot of great performances. And I honestly have to say, him as Travis Bickle, I think it's his best performance in his career.
Mm.
I think that's like his defining role to me. And honestly, like I said, when I saw Taxi Driver at the age of 17, it really showed me what cinema could be, how powerful cinema could be, and how it could move me so drastically and make me think and reflect of my place in the world and the world around me.
Mhm.
It's a perfect film. It really is. It's hard to put in words, just like how seminal the film is and how layered the film is. Um, and there are definitely so many films that have been inspired by this film, but feel as they don't have the depth that this film does.
Totally.
Yeah.
That was a really great sentiment on Taxi Driver. And since I don't have it on my list, I will agree. It's like top tier Martin Scorsese, De Niro, really defines the 70s in terms of the new auteur movement as well, and just expertly crafted by Schrader and Scorsese. It's a seminal movie that rightfully won the Palme d'Or, right? It did win the Palme, right? At Cannes.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I
I'll look it up later, but I'm pretty sure it did. But for a movie that small to be in contention for that and to hit so many people and kind of send shock waves into how cinema was shifting at the time. Really important movie.
Yeah, and like one thing that I really love about Taxi Driver, and I haven't seen that movie in at least like fucking 7 years or so, but I remember so much about it because it really sticks with you in that way. But one thing that I really love about it is Perry kind of touched upon it, but it kind of expresses really well how there's a lot of different factors that contributed to kind of like Travis Bickle's downward spiral in the film. Like it's not, he's a very multi-dimensional character, and he doesn't just come off as just like some psychopathic crazy person. Because like as Perry said, he came from like the military. So in one way he's like a veteran, and he knows all the kind of like psychological trauma he's already dealt with. And then coming to a place like New York City where he's a taxi, but not only is he a taxi driver, but he drives like in the most like sketchiest time of the fucking day, which is
Mhm.
like at nighttime, like deep into the fucking night, where like the kind of like worst of humanity tends to come out. So like you could say like what kind of contributes to his downward spiral is a lot of different things, but ultimately I think one of the biggest things about it is that he kind of put himself in a bubble to where the most of what he's witnessing is the worst of what
Yeah.
humanity offers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. It's a really
Mhm.
great movie. It's really tough because Scorsese has so many fucking great movies. But I'm not sure if it would crack my personal top five. Like if we're talking objective, I would definitely put it in my top five.
Yeah.
But like personal top five, I don't think it would crack it. But I think it is like an undeniably fantastic film, and it's incredibly influential in a lot of ways as well.
I do want to say, in fun fact about the film, Paul Schrader actually had a really terrible stomach ulcer when he wrote the script for Taxi Driver, and you can kind of see that in the film when Travis Bickle is talking about you're only as healthy as you feel, and that he has stomach cancer. That kind of ties into
Mm.
Paul Schrader having a stomach ulcer when he wrote the script. And I think what's interesting about Taxi Driver is how ambiguous the ending is. Like it's very interpretable. Like I'm for certain I know of what happened in the film, but I could easily see someone like arguing like taking it in a more literal sense. But I don't think you're supposed to take the ending of that movie too literally in terms of what happens to Travis.